Hi guys, so today we are going to work on multiplying polynomials. Again, this is going to take us a couple of days to get through this. What we're going to do today is focus on multiplying a binomial to a binomial. So just to kind of give you or get you thinking about multiplication in general, if we multiply 17 times, oh, I don't know, we'll just say 11. If we were to multiply something like this, a two-digit number, we have to multiply this 1 to the 7 and this 1 to the 1. And then we go over here and we multiply this 1 to the 7 and that 1 to the 1. And then we match up the like terms, so to speak, and we would end up with 187. What we're doing with polynomials or binomials is extremely similar. So to start us off, we have a process that we use, and it's called FOIL. So you may have heard some of the algebra kids talk about foiling, or someone might say, oh, you have to FOIL that. Well, it's an acronym, and it stands for the 4 steps that we need to do in order to make sure that we multiply the binomial to the binomial completely. So what I mean by that is the F represents the first terms, so you're going to multiply the first terms together. Then you're going to multiply the outside terms together, followed by the inside terms, and then the last terms. And what you're going to find is that most of the time, these two are like terms, just like our middle two numbers here were like terms. Most of the time, these are going to be like terms that we can then combine together. All right, so here we go. Let's try one. So let's say that for example 1, let's say we're multiplying m plus 3 times m minus 9. All right, so what we're going to do is use our FOIL. So first, we're going to multiply the first terms together. So that means the m times the m, and that is m squared. All right, then we're going to move and multiply the outside terms together. So that's m times negative 9, which is minus 9m. Our next step in FOIL is to multiply the inside terms together, and that's 3 times m, which is positive 3m. And then our last step is to multiply the last terms together, which is the 3 times negative 9, which would be negative 27. And again, what we notice is that the middle two terms are like terms. Those two are like terms. So if we simplify, then we would have m squared minus 6m minus 27. And that is our solution. All right, let's try another one. The only thing that would make this more complicated would just be if you have larger numbers or exponents. Otherwise, the steps are the same for all of the questions. So let's say on this example, let's do how about n plus 7 times 2n minus 1. All right, so here we go. First, we're going to multiply the first terms together. So n times 2n is 2n squared. Then we're going to multiply the outside terms together. So n times negative 1 is negative 1n. And you don't really need that 1. I just wrote it. I don't even know why. All right, next we're going to multiply the inside terms together, which you have positive 7 times 2n, so that's a positive 14n. And then our last step in FOIL is to multiply the last terms together, which would be positive 7 times negative 1, which would be negative 7. And then, like we said earlier, these two inside and outside terms are like terms. So if we simplify, we're going to get 2n squared plus 13n minus 7. And that is our solution. All right. I am going to give you an example. And what I want you to do is to pause the video. I want you to work it out, and then I want you to see if you got the right answer. So it's kind of hard to do, you know, the video and then wait and talk. That would be boring. So all I want you to do is pause the video, and then when you're done working out the problem, start the video again. All right, so for this problem, let's do 3c minus 5 and 2c minus 4. So pause the video, and when you're done, press play so you can see the rest of the problem worked out. All right, if we FOIL, we're going to multiply the first terms together, and that's going to be 6c squared. O in FOIL represents the outside term, so we're going to multiply 3c to negative 4, which would be negative 12c. The I stands for the inside terms, and that would be negative 5 times 2c, which would be negative 10c. And then the last terms, if we multiply that, we have negative 5 times negative 4, which would be positive 20. And then we're going to look for like terms, and sure enough, we have like terms right here. So our simplified answer is 6c squared minus 22c plus 20. And that is our answer. So if you need to replay the video, please do. Otherwise, you can go ahead and pick up today's assignment and be working on it. It's all binomials. So all you're doing today is multiplying binomials to binomials.